Good evening, my name is Katarzyna and welcome to Poland Daily News. The provocations are continuing in the Netherlands after Monday's report presented by politicians from the United Poland Party, in which the party representatives included facts about the violation of the rule of law by the Netherlands. The Law and Justice Party signed the document as well.
The time of us being held accountable and being the whipping boys is over. In this report, we watch closely the activities of other member states of the European Union. We started these actions from the Netherlands because we have a reason for it.
The Ministry of Health has announced that the curve of COVID-19 cases in Poland is once again rising. The ministry reported over 12,000 new coronavirus infections in the country.
According to the latest data published by the Polish Ministry of Health, there are over 12,000 new COVID-19 infections in Poland. 568 more people have died of coronavirus and coexisting diseases. The total number of deaths since the beginning of the epidemic is 21,160.
The United Kingdom began the vaccination process yesterday. The vaccine developed by Pfizer and BioNTech pharmaceutical companies turned out to be harmful for those with allergies. However, the majority of Brits who receive the vaccine do not claim to have any side effects.
The United Kingdom is continuing the mass vaccination program against the coronavirus. Doctors and health service workers all over the country are trained to inject the vaccine developed by Pfizer and BioNTech companies.
I was a little bit nervous, to be honest. We've done an awful lot of training. We're experienced vaccinators, but anything for the first time is always a little bit intense. But overall, it went very well.
Needles don't bother me at all, and I just felt a very, very slight prick, and that was it.
In order for the vaccine to be effective, every person must be injected twice, 3 months apart. That is why the British government said that the restrictions will not be lifted in the near future.
I want to be very clear, for the next 3 months we will not have sufficient protection. We're going through the most difficult time of year for respiratory infections and the most difficult time of year for the NHS. So the idea we can suddenly stop now because the vaccine's here, that would be really premature.
The spokesperson for the French government, GABRIEL, ATTAL, shares the same opinion. There is a risk of a third wave of the coronavirus. There are countries in the world which are dealing with it right now. For example, the United States or some Asian countries. The French people are aware of the fact that we will be making necessary decisions in order to protect our citizens.
Nous prendrons toujours les décisions qui sont nécessaires pour protéger la santé des Français.
The coronavirus vaccine purchased by the United Kingdom, however, does not reassure all European citizens. According to some residents of Berlin, the decision of Boris Johnson might be an attempt to win public support. Mr. Johnson uses the vaccine to stand out and say leaving the European Union has many benefits. We're faster than you. We'll see who is right in 2 years.
I think it's too soon.
I think it's too soon to inject people. I will not take it. I prefer to wait because we don't know what is going to happen next.
What's going to happen?
It is not too fast. It is exactly what we should do. Germany should do the same. Mass vaccination is one of the greatest logistical challenges in our history due to the specific conditions of the distribution of the drug, which must be stored at temperatures as low as -80 degrees Celsius.
German Chancellor Angela Merkel spoke about the issue of the European budget in front of the Bundestag on Wednesday. Ms. Merkel said the European Union was looking for a way to lift Hungary and Poland's veto of the European Union budget plan while maintaining the rule of law mechanism.
Germany, which holds the rotating presidency of the European Union, also on Wednesday called for a meeting of ambassadors from the 27 EU countries to discuss the bloc's budget. As you know, difficult negotiations already took place in July, and at the time it was already clear that the sums of money were not the problem, but the issue of the rule of law, the conditionality. This played a big role and kept us very busy in July already. The whole thing then needed to be turned into a legal act. Hungary and Poland then said that they could not agree to this, and we are now looking for ways while maintaining the rule of law mechanism to find a solution to lift this blockade. Earlier in the day, the Polish government spokesperson Piotr Muller said Poland and Hungary had preliminarily accepted an EU budget proposal from Germany and were awaiting further approval from the Netherlands and other skeptical EU members.
Jesteśmy raczej optymistami co
We
do...
are optimistic about reaching a deal at the meeting of the European Council. Obviously, to reach a deal, both sides must agree. We hope that the conclusions of the Council of this meeting will let us approve the EU budget.
Europejskiej konkluzje tego spotkania, tego posiedzenia.
An EU diplomat said if the European Council receives no signal that Poland and Hungary will drop their vetoes, it will have to go ahead without them.
That's all for tonight. Now on to Poland Daily Business with Aleksander Wierzejski and his guest. Good night.